Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very exciting review, at least for me. Um, Seeing as this is one of my favorite movies of all time, probably ranking there in my top 5 movies of all time. Um, I guess we'll get straight into it, as you probably saw from the title card. Um, our first section here is looking closer at the box itself. I am at this weird angle simply because that's where you can't see the lights because they're right here and I have a light over here, but this is as far back as I can go, so not everything's gonna fit into frame, but we'll try our best to take a good look at everything here. But yeah, there's the box. We have Clint Eastwood up there, as you can see the light there on the side, the man with no name. Very nice. It's not really art, it's an actual picture. I think it's a very stylized picture of Clint Eastwood. And there's his name, Clint Eastwood, the good, the bad, and the ugly, 6th scale. Very lovely. When I saw this box, I was very, very happy to see it. Sideshow there, Clint Eastwood's signature, which isn't, he didn't really sign it, it's just sort of a digital print. Legacy Collection. Over here we have that font for the movie, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think the side is the same as the other side. And the back is very, very lovely. Sideshow there. For 3 men, the Civil War wasn't hell, it was practice. So yes, the movie takes place during the Civil War, and we follow 3 main characters. Clint Eastwood being one of them, the man with no name, or Blondie, as Tuco, another character, calls him throughout the movie. Our third character would be Angel Eyes, who is more of the bad, so our bad guys. I'm gonna see if I can open this up, because the figure is out of the box already. So it's not like we're gonna see the figure in here, but just to show, once you open it, some more text. Clint Eastwood. Again, the text, and there's the back, and obviously the trays, which I'm gonna try and take out. The inside of the box is a very nice sort of detail in there, sort of like resembling the poncho that Blondie wears in the movie. But yeah, there's that, and there's a nice sort of tape that wraps around the entire thing, and it's holded up by these tapes. I simply slid it out, but yeah, you can do whatever you want if you ever do get this. So yeah, the figure is outside of the box already, so I'll probably throw up pictures of the figure when it was inside the box, but yeah, there is not much more to see here with the box, so we'll move on to accessories. For accessories, I can actually move up a little bit and take a closer look. We'll start with the different mini hands that he comes with. I think there's, I don't know how many pairs. Let me display them here, because we have relaxed hands, open, wide open hands, sort of relaxed hands. This is a revolver holding hand. This one here is the one for the rifle here. So we have that, and this side is for the rifle and 2 fists. So first we'll start with the base here. It's very plain, and it just has a, the cradle up there. Would have been nice if they did something else with it, maybe some sort of little plaque with the name or something. But yeah, it's very basic, nothing at the bottom. Well, actually, yeah, there is. There it is, Clint Eastwood Legacy Collection. But yeah, it would have been nice to have some sort of little silver plaque here with the name of the figure or something like that. But yeah, that's that. Back to the hands. As I was saying, we have two fists, and these are well sculpted, very nice detailing. He doesn't really punch, which is weird. Set of hands to include, because I did my homework. I watched the movie the day before. He doesn't really punch anyone. He only slaps Tuco. At the beginning of the movie. So yeah, he doesn't do much punching. He does do more punching in his previous film, for a few dollars more, and even then I think that was only like that one scene. So yeah, very odd pair of hands to have, since he doesn't really punch anyone. We have wide open hands. These are more useful for holding this rock we get here, which is very scene specific. This rock is from the final scene, where he says he'll write the name of the what do you call it, the tomb. I forgot the word. But yeah, he says he'll write the name of like the buried tomb where the gold is.
I'll write the name on the bottom of this stone.
Which he doesn't really write it on there, so because obviously he's gonna end up winning the duel. But we have these other relaxed hands, some sort of like dirt and stuff there. I don't know how close we can zoom in until we lose quality, but there those are. So I was saying we have two trigger hands. This is for the pistol. As you can see, it's a much more tighter grip. And then this one is for the rifle, much longer, wider grip there. And this is to hold or support the rifle for his left hand. In terms of the more accessories, we have the pistol here, which is nicely sculpted and painted. Nice little snake there. Snake, which is the same pistol he uses throughout all three of the films, but he is not the same person throughout the movie, so kind of odd. But yeah, the what is this? The hammer cocks back, and this rotates. So that's about as much you get out of the pistol. And then you have the rifle, so we'll zoom out. Very nice, very long, nice silver paint, brown paint. This moves, so sort of like loading in another round, so you do that. And this also moves, which is essentially the hammer and once you shoot, that goes down and it shoots. So yeah, very nice. We'll zoom in to get some more of that detailing in the wood. So yeah, very nice. I love it. And for the final accessory, we have the poncho itself. So it's pretty wide. I don't think it's going to fit into frame. But yeah, we have the famous poncho that he wears throughout the movies, and the inside is green. Now, a lot of interpretations show it as being completely green, but upon rewatch, it is brown on the outside and it is green on the inside. It also depends on the saturation or the version you're watching. I have the Blu-ray version, and there's a definitive sort of yellow tint hue to the overall movie. But yeah, those are the accessories, very lovely assortment, and now we'll move on to the figure. Well, the moment we've all been waiting for, the figure itself. I'm gonna try. As you can see, he doesn't really fit. He's very tall. So this is gonna be a weird angle. But yeah, there we have him. He looks great. I guess we can probably do this. I'm not very well prepared, and I don't have the space, so look at that. To me, that isn't dead-on Clint Eastwood, just staring you down. It looks amazing. The hat has some great detailing, sort of some dirtiness. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but it is a hard plastic and it is molded onto his head, which is kind of my only complaint, is that we should have gotten a separate head that was more squinty-eyed, and maybe without a cigar. Or I feel like this one should have not had the cigar, and then we should have gotten one where he is more eye squinted with the cigar. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's just me. They also tried to do this sort of neck beard here, and it doesn't really look all that good, but it's a pass since his head does kind of cover it most of the time. But yeah, just look at all this detail. And even down to the boots, you have some spurs that can move up and down. So there's all that good stuff. The pants have some sort of dirtiness to it. I don't know how noticeable that is, but you can see. Yeah, it just looks amazing all around. Little coat here. Could have used some more wear and tear, some more dirtiness to it. Looks a bit too clean for me. But yeah, there's the back of the head. Looks amazing. We even have all these little bullets going across the belt here, with some of them missing here on the back. And then we get to the holster here. Very nice. I'm also worried about this. I don't know how long this will last. They're very thin pieces of string. This right here holding the sheep coat. And there's also this small button here which detaches, exposing his chest, but there isn't really much there, so we'll close it back up, and he has his little neckerchief there. But just to get a closer look at this head sculpt, because it's just amazing. Sorry if I'm not being as talkative or, very insightful, but just Look at this. Take it all in. Breathe it all in. Just look at this. I have Clint Eastwood in my hands. But anyway, moving on to articulation, which I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. It's my first Sideshow sort of expensive collectible, so I'm not gonna risk moving some part more than I want to. So if you do have this, you can move it as much as you want. This is mine, so I will be careful with it. But his head moves up about that much and down pretty well. That's very nice. Shoulders can go out about that much. Double jointed elbows go up about that much. I think he does have a butterfly joint. Yeah, he does. It's just very tricky to get just because of the clothing on top. Each of the hands can go horizontally or vertically depending on which way you have it. So yeah, you can rotate the peg in there. It rotates and you can make it either or. You have the upper torso in here and the ball at the waist. But I'm not gonna move it just because it shifts all this stuff around, and yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, you can try, as you can see, but yeah, I'm not gonna move it too much. He doesn't really kick, which is fine. He's a very static, he doesn't move a lot throughout the movie. He really just stands there and walks around. So that's fine with me. He does have sort of an upper thigh cut. The legs, however, are very squeaky, and I'm sure he can go more than that, but very squeaky legs. And his boots does go down, up, and he does have some ankle pivot. This one comes off pretty loose pretty quickly, but it's easy to reattach even with it being, you know, soft goods and all that stuff. But yeah, let's get a closer look at these boots. I mean, we're cowboys. Cowboys, a main sort of attire thing. Very nice. So yeah, there's all that, and let's go ahead and move on to our finale. I think we took a good look at everything. I tried my best to keep everything in frame. It's very hard to see through the camera and then at the actual figure that I'm recording. So yeah, let's go ahead and see my final thoughts on this. Alright, so here, obviously, I bought this for a reason. I'm a big fan of the movie, and while I give my final, you know, consensus or opinion, I'm dress him up with the poncho and stuff, get him into a few poses if I can. I'm a big fan of the movie, so I was gonna buy this one way or another, and you know, it's very cool that they have the monthly payment option, which is very helpful since I don't want to pay the entire $200 in one setting. So you know, the payment in every month came in very handy. What else can I say? I mean, it's Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's a must-have for any fan of a movie. I certainly am a fan, and I would have liked to seen or I don't know if they'll ever get to it, but it would be cool to see his white outfit, his more sort of the beginning of the movie outfit, because this is very. You don't see him with the poncho until the last 15 minutes or so of the movie, and he has a more general outfit towards the beginning of the movie, which also looks cool and I kind of like. Um, so I don't know if they'll maybe make that later on, but if they do, I'd probably get it too. Um, I'd probably get the rest of the characters if they do end up making them, just because having the trio would be a whole lot more cooler, and well, it would help to accompany um, Blondie here, or the man with no name. Um, there he is, holding his pistol, and the pistol is storable on his holster. I guess I could have shown that first before putting it in his hand. The hands are also very nice and pliable, so no risk in breaking that. But yeah, there goes the pistol. Can have him sort of a ready to draw sort of pose. But yeah, like I was saying, if they make the other two characters of the movie, I'd probably buy them, just because they're the trio of the movie, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and yeah, it would make for a cool display. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for my review on this guy. I think I went over my time limit, but there's still editing and stuff to do. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I very much enjoyed recording this guy and posing him around for the pictures. So stay after the video for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm very happy to have him. I'll see you guys in the later future video. Thank you and have a great day. Completely forgot to do the size comparisons, but I guess we'll put it at the end of the video after the pictures. But he scales well with my 1/6 Raptor here, obviously because they're both 1/6 scale, so there's that. There's also this T-Rex, which I initially thought was huge and tall, but Eastwood here is even taller, and poor Ant-Man here doesn't even reach him. Anyway, just a fun, random little size comparison.